Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to go through a really deep stretch series for your splits. So you can see Boogie is joining me on the mat today. There's not going to be any music for this stretch today, so that you can put on whatever music you like. You guys know from class that music definitely helps, especially when we're doing splits, because it allows you to sort of focus on something else. So we are going to start on one knee, and we're going to be holding each pose for about a minute. We know that for any stretch to take effect in the body, it really needs to be held for at least a minute. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start up on one knee. I'm going to get my timer ready. And we are going to start in a low lunge just like we would in class. So that front knee is bent, your knee is right over your ankle, that back leg is nice and long. Let's start that timer. Remember, the taller your back, the better the stretch is going to be. Make sure you're breathing. Boogie left. That's okay, I'm sure he'll be back. You guys are doing great. Make sure you keep breathing. See if you can sink those hips a little lower to the floor each time. This is a great time for you guys to be working on your splits. Since we have so much time at home, you can probably find 7 or 8 minutes a day to work on this and really come back to school much closer to the floor than when you left. All right, we have about 10 seconds left here. Stay with it. All right, now we're going to shift our weight back, straightening out that front leg. 1 minute here, ready, set, go. Again, you can start up on tented fingers. Maybe you're able to get those hands nice and flat. Maybe you're able to walk those hands out. Maybe you're able to drop your head. Now remember, we're holding this for a minute, so it's okay if you don't start in like your deepest stretch. You can start up here, and then as you breathe into it and things start to loosen up a little, hey bugs, you'll sink a little bit deeper yourself. We've got about 20 seconds left, so I'm really gonna walk it out. Pet the dog. Hi. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Okay. Less than 10. You know, this is one way to distract yourself while you're stretching. All right, and there's that timer. Now we're gonna shift forward. Whatever knee is bent, put that hand on your knee. Other hand on the floor, and we're gonna lift this back leg. You're gonna grab for whatever you can get, your pant leg, your sock, your foot, your ankle, and we're gonna hold that for a minute as well. So I'm gonna start the timer first. Then I'm gonna reach for my back foot and hold it there. Again, think of sinking your hips down to the floor and really breathing through this. This is an intense stretch. It stretches that quad and that back leg, your hip flexor. You might feel it up in your IT band even. So you just want to make sure that you keep breathing the whole time. Right, Boogie? Yeah. Good boy. Who's the best guy? Nice. Oh, only 20 more seconds, guys. You're doing a great job. See if you can pull that foot a little closer. Less than 10. Nice. All right, and there's that timer. Now we're gonna sit, and whatever leg was on the back, you're gonna bend your knee and bring your foot close to your bum. The more space you can put between your knees, the better the stretch is going to be. So from here, we're just gonna stretch up and over. Again, we're gonna hold this for a minute, so you don't have to go as far as possible right from the start. Start a little higher up and then slowly sink into it. So we're gonna reach up and over and hang out here for a while. We haven't done this stretch at school in a really long time. So this will be a good new old stretch for you. Some of my high school friends, my Brook babies, my seniors will remember this. We used to do this all the time. All right, so we're about halfway through. Maybe you can bring that arm out in front of you. Maybe you can cross it over your body and really go for that foot. Nice job. You should feel a good stretch in the side of your body, up through your Achilles, calf, and hamstring as well. And a little into that hip on the back side. Woo! Stretching it out, guys. A couple more seconds here. Beautiful. Now from here, you're going to turn your chest towards that front leg. And we're going to stretch over this front leg. Remembering again that we are going to hold it for a while, so you do not need to like flatten down to that leg right away or really at all. This is more about starting where you're at and allowing gravity to do the work for you and really pull your body closer to that leg. So here we go. What are you doing? Come here. You want to think of stretching out that back and the top of your head moving towards that foot. And yes, just like that. Instead of curving over. So, hi, big boy. This is my dog Boogie, in case you were wondering. He feels like making an appearance today. All right, guys, less than 10 seconds here. After this, we're going to push up into our split, and we are going to be holding that for about a minute as well. You can do anything for a few breaths, so you can absolutely do this for 1 minute. Watch out. Here, thank you. You're going to come up onto your knee. I'm actually going to just get my foot off the mat so it slides a little better. And then you're going to slide out into your best split, whatever that means for you today. Think of squaring those hips, so pulling this hip forward and this hip back, and then just staying there and breathing, keeping that back nice and tall. You can flex or point that front foot, whatever works better for you. Nice. You can always put a couple of pillows or books under your hands, or yoga blocks if you have them. If you're a little bit higher up, that's going to help keep your back nice and tall while you're sitting here. We're almost there. We got less than 20 seconds, guys. Nice job. Beautiful. Last 10 here. Nice. All right. Let's rest for a second, give our legs a little bit of a shake, and then we'll get going on the other side with this same series. What do you think? Come over here. You're annoyed. Yeah. So, we're gonna start with our other leg on the floor, again in that low lunge, getting that back leg nice and straight. Remembering that the taller you keep your back, the better the stretch. And again, right now we're working on stretching out that hip flexor and that quad. Making sure that we're breathing. I'm gonna adjust my front foot a little bit. Making sure that knee is right over that ankle. Yeah. Again, thinking about squaring those hips, pulling this hip forward and this hip back. Nice job, everyone. I haven't worked on my splits since we've been away from school either, so this is a really great stretch for me. This is good practice. And we're under 20. Beautiful job. Remember to breathe. Let it go. It's just stretching. We're all gonna survive. Get away. All right, you're gonna, hey, come here. Come here. You're gonna stretch out that front leg, getting it nice and straight. Again, this is another place where if you have some books or yoga blocks, pillows, you can stack your hands up on those in order to give yourself a little more height. It's not about how far forward you bend. You really want to make sure that this leg stays straight. Flexing that foot is going to help stretch out your ankle and calf as well. If you point your foot, it's going to stretch out these muscles in the front of your ankle, so that's really your choice. And again, if you are choosing to fold forward, really think of your head coming towards your feet instead of just rounding your back like that. So we are at less than 20 seconds here. You guys are doing awesome. Less than 10. Keep breathing. Every time you breathe out, try to just like relax a little bit more. Cool. All right, we're gonna shift our weight forward again. Remember, we're gonna plant this hand. This back foot's gonna come up, and then we're just gonna reach for whatever we can get. Here we go. Nice. Remember, if you feel your muscles cramping up, they're really just asking for oxygen. So make sure that you're really breathing through this. Again, this is really intense. It's okay if this is all you can get. You can use a belt or a necktie as a strap if you can't quite get that foot yet. That'll help as well. That'll give you a little more space. You're at under 20 seconds, guys. You're doing a really great job. Nice work. Continue to breathe. Really stretch out the front of that back leg. The closer you can get your foot to your bum, the deeper the stretch as well. Nice. All right. So now we're going to take it to the ground. That back leg is going to stay back. Again, making sure that we're putting a lot of space between our knees. The more space between your knees, the more effective this stretch is. You want to make sure too, as much as possible, that both of your sits bones, those are your butt bones, are touching the floor as well. This one's going to want to pull up and away. Really think of pushing that down. So again, we're going to put this arm on the ground and reach up and over here. Breathing. I went for a run this morning too, so this is actually really super great for me, a really good way to undo everything that I did while running. Remember that you can keep this hand on your leg, you can drop it to the floor in front of you, you can bring it out here, maybe you cross it over this way and hold on to that foot, and then just sink into it and relax, breathe. Listen to your favorite song, maybe sing along, that would help too. Would also help you remember to breathe if you're singing. Cool, look at that. We're done. Again, you're gonna square your shoulders towards that front leg and you're gonna fold forward. Again, just a reminder that you don't need to go as deep as you can right off the bat. Start out slow, let gravity do the work and help pull you a little bit closer to that leg. So 1 minute here. Nice. Again, making sure your chest is square to your leg, that you're working to get your head towards your foot. You're not just curving your back. You might really feel this in this back hip. I know that for me, this hip is a little bit tighter, and I can definitely feel that it's working into those muscles as well as the hamstring on this front leg. Beautiful job, guys. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. Continue breathing. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to come up into that split. I'm just going to slide my pants under that foot so I slide a little bit better. Again, we're going to come here. Maybe this is where you stay today. That's totally fine. Maybe you can slide out a little bit more. Thinking of squaring those hips, keeping that back nice and tall. Again, I'm up on my tented fingers. If you have yoga blocks, you can put those under your hands. Thinking of sinking a little bit deeper every time you breathe out. Again, letting gravity do all the work here. The taller your back, the better the stretch. Really keep that front knee nice and straight. We're under 30 seconds. Breaking out in a little bit of sweat here. It's amazing sometimes to me how even when you're just sitting and stretching, your body is working really hard. Just 3 more seconds. Beautiful job, guys. All right, give those legs a shake. And just like I tell you guys at school, the only way that you're gonna get better at your split is if you are practicing every day. So this is something that you can come back to every day and play along, stretch along with me, play your own music. You don't have to watch the video. It's 6 stretches for a minute each. So that's about 12 minutes on each side. And if you practice that every day, you will make huge improvements on your split. I hope that you guys are staying safe. I miss you all very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.